Imagine you're in a college dorm room and a few of your friends ask you to help them create a social networking site for the students in your school. You hold the skills they need to launch the site. Do you help them, or do you take the brilliant idea and run with it? These are the questions the creator of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, was faced with. My name is Jjimenez, and my informative speech is on the history of Facebook. My own desire for using the social network has allowed me to investigate the history behind Facebook. I have discovered that there is a lot more than just updating statuses and posting pictures. Today I'd like to share with you what I have learned about the history of Facebook, how it began in Harvard University, to mayhem in a college dorm room, and then finally to a global internet phenomenon. First, let's find out who's responsible for this social network that I'm sure more than half of you use daily. Mark Zuckerberg attended Harvard University and was a second-year student studying psychology. He was also a profound computer programmer. According to the Guardian News, Mark Zuckerberg helped other students create other social networks in Harvard University. One of them being CourseMatch. This is a site where the users are allowed to view other students taking their same degree. He also wrote the software for FaceMatch. FaceMatch is a site where users go to rate and compare the attractiveness of Harvard students. On this screen, you can see that there are two student ID images, and basically it just says who's hotter, click to choose. Now let's see how a student not much older than us could launch their own social network. Mayhem in a college dorm struck when Mark Zuckerberg hacked into Harvard's security system. He stole student ID images from the system and used them to populate FaceMatch. According to Bellis, FaceMatch was shut down a few days after. He was charged of breach of security, individual privacy, and copying rights. After these charges were settled out, he decided to go solo. According to the Guardian News, he launched the Facebook on February 4, 2004. Within 24 hours of being launched, over half the population had a profile. And 24 hours, 1,200 students signed up. However, 6 days later, Mark Zuckerberg was accused of stealing 3 Harvard seniors' ideas for an intended site called Harvard Connection. He used these ideas for his own benefit. However, these Harvard seniors filed a lawsuit against Zuckerberg, but this lawsuit was settled out of court. Finally, we'll see how even after all of this, Mark Zuckerberg came out on top. Mark Zuckerberg's site became a global internet phenomenon when he expanded his company. He did this by enlisting a few of his fellow classmates into his company. One of them being Sean Parker. He became the president in 2004. The Facebook was then later changed to Facebook in 2005 for a cost of $200,000. According to Carlson in 2010, Facebook became one of the biggest sites in the world, visited by 500 million people a month. According to this graph, you can see the active users on Facebook monthly from 2008 to 2012. In 2010, it shows that there was 500 million visitors, just like Carlson showed. Facebook finally skyrocketed when Zuckerberg's antics finally paid off, when Facebook profits made him the youngest multi-billionaire. Now that you know the decision Mark Zuckerberg made, you can see you don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies first.